This is the Coastal Bend's most comprehensive high school football show, Friday Night Fever, proudly brought to you by CCRV, keeping RVs affordable and fun.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Phil Danaher Field. Our game of the week tonight, the Wildcats and the Hornets. Alan Harwood with Paul Alexander. Great game, wasn't it?
Unbelievable, and let's get straight to it. This O-line deserves some love. That was about as dominant a performance by an O-line, Alan, as I've seen.
All right, and here are the highlights. Here come the Hornets and, of course, the home-standing Cal Allen Wildcats, and two really great coaches going into tonight. Chris Steinbrook and Phil Danaher called this a chess match game coming into this ball game. Cal Allen came out, and you knew they would, but using the power running game, Riggs Barrett slams in 7-0.
67 yards, 12 plays, utter domination by the left side of that O-line.
All right, now early on, turnovers would really kill the Hornets. Check out this. This is a great punt, by the way. And then Raiden Campbell is going to drop the ball, and a great hit there by Brent Green. And Brent Green there, and then Green recovers the football.
So demoralizing for the Hornets. They got to stop, but they give it right back.
All right, who do you give it to? The big man, Barrett. He's just unstoppable.
Ty Buchanan, 75, you're an animal. You took your guy through the back of the end zone.
All right, just when it looked like the Hornets were getting something going, 9 seconds to go here in the first half. Their big man, boy, he's so quick. Isaac Miles, look at him go. A great strip right there by the Wildcat D.
A night of missed opportunities for the Hornets. There was that play. They missed some open receivers in the third quarter, and they had a chance to score toward the end of the game and turned it over once again.
All right, so it's 14-0 at halftime. Wildcats come out, they get a field goal. Flower Bluff finally cracks the end zone right here. That is Noah Hinojosa.
So they get it within 10, but ultimately that's as close as Flower Bluff got.
Yeah, because Cal Allen will get the ball right back, and here is the backbreaker. The Wildcats, boy, they have so many guys they can give the football to, and here's one of them right here. That is Justice McClure, and this guy is fast. Look at him go. They're not going to get him 79 yards. This made it 24-7.
Did you see the left side of the Cal Allen offensive line pull to the right? Brody Ford acting like an Olympic sprinter there. Way to go by the offensive guard. Justice is done in the form of Justice McClure.
All right, final score tonight, Cal Allen 24 and Flower Bluff 10. Got the big man here now.
Hoo-wee. This is the winningest coach in the history of Texas high school football, and this is a good win. Coach, these guys beat you last year. I couldn't help but think when I watched your opening drive that you were trying to send a very physical message.
Well, of course, we always ready to play physically, and these guys did an outstanding job because the football games are won in the trenches. You got to have a good defense, which our defense played great tonight. You have a good offense, and our offensive line played great tonight, I thought. So, you know, that's where the game's going to be won, in the trenches.
I'm wondering if you're even going to ask your wide receivers to take a shower tonight. I noticed you didn't have a wide out in the game until 4 minutes deep in the second quarter.
Well, you're right. But you know what? That clock was running,
yes, sir.
And we had the ball.
You were doing it.
So why throw the ball and stop the clock?
I understand completely.
Yeah.
Outstanding job. Thank
You
you.
guys, the offensive line, gets our Mattress Firm Friday Night Fever Game of the Week Championship Trophy. You guys are now 19-1 in Games of the Week. Way to go, guys. It's all yours.
Which one have we not won?
The one in Flower Bluff last year.
Was that it?
That was it, Coach. That's the only one you lost. Well, that's what's happening here at Phil Danaher Field. Let's check in now with Roland Rodriguez and Sinton for a big game there. Roland.
Hey, thanks, Alan. We had a pretty good non-district game ourselves out here in Sinton as the Pirates looking for their first win of the season, taking on Miller. Could they get their first win of the season? Well, let's find out. Here we go, first quarter action, no score. Running back Rylan Galvan, who rushed for 183 yards last week, put Sinton on top 7-zip with a quick touchdown. Still first quarter, game tied at 7. Miller quarterback Andrew Body, who passed for more than 300 yards last week and 6 touchdowns, finds Cassius Clay, who finds the end zone. Bucks jump on top 14-7. Bucks looking for more points. Pirates defense says, I don't think so. We have a stop, we have a safety. It's now a 14-9 ball game. Here we go, time running down late in the first half. Andrew Body does his thing, hits little Ralph Rodriguez on the slant, and that, my friends, is an 80-yard touchdown. No one's going to catch him. We have a missed PAT after he scores, of course. Miller takes a 23-9 halftime lead. And in the second half, it was all Miller as they cruised to an easy 51-9 victory. They improved to 2-0 on the season. Next week, they will take on a very tough Victoria East Ball Club. Sinton will have the week off, and then they'll host a very tough Beeville team. Now joining us right now, as we speak, the head coach himself from Miller, Mr. Justin Evans. How you doing, Coach?
Great. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Hey, let's get right to it. Rough start in the first half, a lot of obstacles to overcome, but this team has been on fire. 2 games, we have outscored our opponents 130-9.
Yes, sir. You know, it took us a little bit going, for a lot of these guys, first game of the season being on the road and having to overcome that adversity. It was hot when we got off the bus, and so we were cramping up a lot in the first half, but we were able to get our guys composed and go out there and get the win.
Real quick, next week we know Victoria East always comes to play. What do we have to do to get better and to beat them?
Well, they're a well-coached ball team, and, last year they got us, and so we have them at home this week. So we're going to have to go back to the drawing board this week, get better in practice, and prepare and get a great game plan to be able to beat those guys next week.
All right, Coach, really appreciate it. Thank you. Congratulations on yet another win. Keep it going. And I'm telling you, Alan, the Miller Bucks, if these guys can play as a team all 4 quarters, they are going to be a tough team to beat down the stretch.
All right, Roland, thank you very much. A lot still to come here on the Friday Night Fever from Phil Danaher Field. Much more right after this quick timeout.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3.
Friday Night Fever is brought to you by CCRV, Thomas Fan Clinic, Mattress Firm, and Good and Crisp Chicken.
All right, welcome back to Phil Danaher Field. Game of the week. Wildcats win 24-10. Great ball game.
Impressive ball game for sure. So the Wildcats now 2-0 on the year. The Bluff falls to 1-1. They got an open week next week. Comes at a good time.
Yes, Cal Allen will head to Needville. A lot of other games on this Friday night. Let's go back to the studio and check in now with Jeff. Jeff, what's happening?
Thanks, Alan Paul. Week 2 brought some litmus test games as we all had a good opportunity to see how good some of our area teams are going to be this season. Let's start with Veterans Memorial hosting San Antonio Churchill, a 6A team, and they mean business, well coached on each side. And look, this is a tough offense to stop. They run that veer similar to Cal Allen. Dominic Tellis on the reverse. He has speed. He gets around the corner, and he's going to take this all the way. 50 yards. and Churchill's up 7-0 in the first quarter. But here come the Eagles. They're led by a quarterback by the name of Carter Centerfit. He's going to find Cameron Delapena, who's going to weave in and out, stop just short at the 7-yard line. But don't worry, he's going to find him right here. Slant route over the middle, back of the end zone. Too easy. We're all knotted up at 7. Centerfit, you saw him there with his arm. He's going to show off his wheels here. Nice juke move. Cuts in and out, weaving. And look at that. Nice play. He's going to set up this, though. This might have been his best pass of the night. Finding Matthew Crawl. Beautiful pass. Veterans pulls off the win. Final score from Cavanis, 28-16. Moving on now, Gregory Portland headed to Victoria to take on the Titans of Victoria East. And this was a good one. Gregory Portland coming off a big win against Carroll, looking to go 2-0 to start the season. Jeremy Barker to Christian St. Romain. Beautiful pass over the middle, 20-yard gain to the East 45. He's going to find his favorite receiver, St. Romain, again, this time deep. Beautiful ball, way to keep himself in bounds. He stopped just short. Look at that. That's a nice play. Gregory Portland looked really good in this one. Kaleem Chalsby, he's going to struggle, find his way in. Gregory Portland gets the win on the road. Final score, 29-7. And this was a huge game. Refugio taking on Goliad. Remember, Goliad upset Refugio last season, so the Bobcats looking for revenge. Austin Ochoa is going to hand it off to his counterpart, Ysidro Mascaro. He's going to find his way into the end zone. He's a guy that had Dave Campbell's had on their watch list, both he and Alex Ochoa. Touchdown Bobcats, they're up 7-0. And Ochoa, he can also throw the ball. Look at this pass. Michael Firova, back of the end zone, touchdown. Refugio gets revenge. Final score, 35-6. Bobcats win. Nikila, I know you have a game. Tell us what we got.
PSJA and King taking place at Buck Stadium. Now, things started out close between the Mustangs and Bears, and then turnovers gave one team the clear edge in this game. So away we go to Buck Stadium. King looking for his first win of the season, and PSJA quarterback Justin Morales slinging it out to his receiver Miguel Flores. Flores does the rest. 75 yards down the sideline for the score. Bears up 7-0 over the Mustangs. This was about midway through the first quarter, but it didn't take King long to strike back. Less than a minute later, quarterback Benjamin Stewart handing it off to senior running back Nathaniel Guy. You think he's down, but no, he fights through that crowd of PSJA defenders, takes it 53 yards to the house. Just like that, we're all tied up 7-7. Now the Bears did answer a couple of minutes later to take the lead, and the Mustangs came back with a promising drive until this happened. Stewart picked off by PSJA linebacker Jacob Sanchez, and the Bears, they make it count. Just a few plays later, a really nice piece of running here by Ethan Castillo. He's a wide receiver, but he takes his hand off 27 yards to the end zone. That put PSJA up 21-7. The Bears would tack on 2 more scores before halftime, and it was another rough night for the King Mustangs. They are trailing 52-14 in the fourth quarter at Buck Stadium right now. It'll be a short week for King as they get ready to face Veterans Memorial on Thursday. We'll toss it back to Cal Allen with Allen and Paul.
All right, Nikila, thank you very much. Good highlights here. Boy, we've had a good night of football so far tonight, haven't we?
And
it's been
these
good.
guys behind us, they're good. More on them in just a moment.
We will explain more. You're right. Coming up right after this quick timeout.
Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Friday Night Fever is brought to you by CCRV, Thomas Fan Clinic, Mattress Firm, and Good and Crisp Chicken.
Welcome back to Phil Danaher Field, where tonight Cal Allen has defeated Flower Bluff 24-10. Let's go back to the studio. Chelsea Torres has some highlights for us. Chelsea.
Thank you, Alan. You know, both West Oso and Taft coming off a loss from week 1, so they're both hoping to get their first win of the season. So, who will it be? Of course, they're playing on West Oso's brand new turf field. You can see that nice logo right there. Now, this is just under 7 minutes in the first. Taft with the ball, and that's quarterback Oscar Azuna with the play fake, goes right up the middle, surpassing the Bears defense. They cannot hold him, and that's the first point on the board for Taft. But the Bears will answer. Right here, pay attention to this man. That's senior Cameron Williams. Just manhandles the Greyhounds, completely rushes in a Bear TD, and they're now tied 7-7. Now, still in the first here. Again, make sure you pay attention to this guy. West Oso hungry for the first win of the season. Don't be alarmed. That's Williams again, rushing it in. Bears are now up 14-7. Coming now into the second, what's supposed to be a punt to the Greyhounds will obviously work out in their favor. Bears with that big mistake, and the Greyhounds would capitalize coming up right here on the 1-yard line. Punch it in. That's Jeremiah Sanchez tying the game in the second, 14-14. The final for tonight, West Oso wins 36-28. Their first win of the season. Taft is now 0-2. Alan, Paul, I will go and send it back to you out there in Cal Allen.
All right. Thank you, Chelsea. All right. Again, Cal Allen wins here tonight, 24-10. Paul, you have some analysis.
Offensive linemen are always the coolest, smartest, funniest guys on the team, and if you don't believe it, just ask them, right?
Right. Okay.
Let's go right to the highlight package. It was Parents' Night in Cal Allen, and the Cats' offensive line made their mamas and daddies proud. We're not getting this on our monitor right now. The O-line was dominant as the Cats took the opening kickoff and drove it 67 yards in 12 plays. The Blacks helping each other out. Charlie Hill springs his teammate Marvin Beasley for the long gain, and Beasley returns the favor. He's the lead blocker for Hill. And you want domination to watch Wildcat guard Ethan Clifton almost block his man out the back of the stadium to the echo of the whistle. That sets up a TD by Riggs Barrett, who is mostly known as the star defensive linebacker. And as we'll see, this aggressive mindset extends to defense as well. Watch Cal Allen cornerback Cade Wood just get all up in the grill of Bluff receiver Grayson Cox. Second quarter now, you want syrup on this pancake block by Wildcat lineman Nick Lopez. He just flattens, he dead roaches his guy. That sets up another TD run by Riggs Barrett, 14-0 with 5 minutes left in the half. A message was sent, as we mentioned. They didn't even play a wide receiver in the game until 4 minutes deep in the second quarter, and then that wide receiver was about 3 yards from the tackle.
Pretty
Just
amazing.
An amazing performance, guys.
Right.
Way to go.
Way to go, guys. You are stars of the game. All right, we're out of time here at Phil Danaher Field. Thanks for watching tonight. We'll see you next time on The Fever. Good night, everybody.